Hi guys, my name is Means. This is going to be a review for MonsterArts Destroyah Special Color version. It is a Tamashii Web exclusive. It does have the brown shipper box, but I'm not going to go over that. But luckily for us that live here in the US, it is brought over as a normal release. Got mine this weekend through Tatsu Hobby, and I'll provide the link down below if you're looking to get some. Here's a box here. And one thing that kind of strikes me, or even on the promo pictures, is they've recolored they colored the horn here and the eyes, which the old one does not have that. It's kind of bland. So this recolor is kind of like a must-have since it's better. And I think for all the recolors, it's kind of going with that route. And possibly they're listening to the fans out there that they want it in a certain colorway. So this is nice. And also, we'll see if there's something else different from this release compared to the original one. So here's the box. It is quite big. It does say his name on the top, Destroyah. Not quite sure if it's a he or a she. I could just call it, but I'll be calling it either way in this review. On the back here, we got more of the cool poses. Quite nice. And there is some Master tanks on the bottom. The tanks, yep, which is quite great. I don't think the original one has that, but they've included it on this particular release. And let's see if there's anything on the bottom. Yeah, there's some stuff there. Yep. So anyways, that's it for the box. And let's take a look inside. Right, so we have the story here. Now the tail does come detached, so that's something that we have to attach on. So we're just gonna grab it here. You got this giant ball joint there, and we're gonna put it on. Here we go. It's actually quite easy. So you get the really nice segmented tail, and here we go. So that's quite nice. All right. So I just want to show that part, and let me bring over the original one, and let's do some comparison. Alright, so we have the two here. Let's go over the comparison. Now the first thing we'll notice is that bright horn right there, the laser horn, which is quite nice, and even the eyes, how they painted that. On the original one, the focus is not there. But this is actually semi-translucent right here. With a silver tip here, and you can kind of see the small eyes right there, but definitely it's a lot better with the special color version. Another thing I've noticed is the way they've colored the head here. The original one has more of the red, or the bright red on top. The new one right here does not have that. I kind of wish they did, but I guess they want the focus to be here. Yep. Moving on. For the body, the original one, it's a bit more bright red in terms of the general color. Well, it's not bright. I mean, it is that kind of like Shin Godzilla, the crimson dark red. But definitely, his color tone is a bit lighter than the new one. Yeah, even the shoulder here, this is a bit more darker than compared to this one right here. And on the back side, let's see here. Let me just flip this around. Yeah, even on the back side, it's actually, well, it's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, I actually probably don't see as much. Even on the wings, pretty much the same. What else we got here? For the chest, or that this part here, it is a bit different. So in the original one, they've kind of gave us this purplish brown on it, but on the new one, it's a bit different. It's a different wash. I like this one more. This one's it's kind of like sloppily done. Yeah, for some weird reason, but this one, it looks a lot better. But then again, it could be different from each figure. Other than that, the spikes, the horns, the claws is done the same way for the most part. Yeah. And I think that's it in terms of the difference between the two. And again, it's the same mold for both. Alright, so let's go over, or let's get back to the special color and let's do some articulation. Alright, so in terms of articulation, it's same as the old one, but for the sake of the review, let's go over it again. So you have the neck here, and again, this is kind of like a discovery thing also. I will just go through it as you can see here. So it's a fairly good neck joint there, and for the most part it's going to be a bolt joint. There we go, quite nice. You get the mouth here. I don't think you can move the tongue inside. Might be all connected together. Now these things here, you can actually move them. They're connected like small ball joints, but be careful. You don't want that to be popping off, and it's not gonna stay there. So just be careful on those side. All right, like are they teeth or something? Other than that, yeah, even this part here, it is jointed, so you can definitely move that neck area. Now, this shoulder here is in this giant joint, which goes and you have this connected for the big wing here, and it is also jointed here. Now, be very careful on this. It is a small double ball joint here, or yeah. It is quite small, and it's possible that if ever you put enough force here or you drop this, that will snap off. So be careful on that one. Then you got this part here. I just popped that off. It is connected in a small ball joint right there. I would suggest not to pop this out as often, or hopefully it doesn't pop off for you. All right. If I can get this back on there. There we go. So I guess this segment here doesn't really move as much. Then there is a bit of, I guess, a groove there, which this segment here can attach on, but it doesn't really do it as much. Then you get all this segmented wings here, which is quite nice. And definitely you get your articulation there if you want to move it, depending on what pose you want it. Then you got this little wing here on the back, quite nice as well. And you can kind of see all these joints here underneath on the back side. All right, moving on, you have the arm here. Get the elbow, quite nice. You got the wrist joint. It's a hinge ball joint, and you got this full jointed claws that you can open up. That is great. Kind of curious if they ever do that on Godzilla. For his little fingers. If they ever do that, I hope they still give us just a generic hand, because something tells me that the fingers would just pop off. Yeah. But anyways, moving on. This whole chest here, it's a single mold. Yeah, from what it looks like from here. I don't think we can open this up. Yeah, got a lot of segments here, as you can see. Going on the tail, we got several segments here, which is quite nice. Definitely we can do a lot of cool poses with that. Now for the pincer here, it is on a ball joint, which you're able to manipulate. Definitely quite nice, and definitely you can put this on Godzilla's neck. It's part of the movie where he drags him off. What else we got here? You got the waist area here. Definitely you can see, oh, I can see the giant ball joint there, or the peg that connects them. So you got some articulation there. Knee, not so much in terms of bending the knee, but you do have a swivel point right there, and you got your ankle, which you can move side to side. It's a ball joint basically, so that is quite nice right there. Overall, articulation on Destroyah is pretty good. I like him a lot. You can just do a lot of things with him. Just be careful on the wings. Yeah, make sure it's aligned. but definitely it's a really nice MonsterArts. And I think that's it for that. And here we go, we have the Rebirth Godzilla for comparison with Destroyah. And I definitely Destroyah towers him quite a bit. And also in this particular set, as we've seen in the box art, we're getting the Maser tanks. Now I'm not too quite familiar with specifics on this. I don't know, from what I can read up and from what I've seen in the movies, but they shoot lasers, some sort, like a microwave. I think the Maser is an acronym for something. But it's kind of confusing where on one hand that they're shooting microwave, and that is supposed to heat up something. I think Destroyah is weak against high temperature, so that might be a good thing. But on the other hand, I think there's a Maser freeze tank, which is supposed to lower the monster's temperature, like or freeze them, which is good against Godzilla since it's a nuclear powerhouse. So either way, just want to quickly go over them. They're not that different, and it's great that you're getting this as an add-on or a bonus for this particular set, because otherwise the only way to get them is to buy the P-Pade add-ons or like a separate sets, which I mean, lately it's a lot easier to get them now as compared to way back. So it's nice that we're getting this, and you can never have too many of these tanks. It's always good to have more of them. Oh, hold on, let me see what else. Can we move this? Yep. Yeah, you can move the turret side there. Really nice. And likewise the same as the other one here. Just go over that. There we go. Although if I'm dropping down, I might have to heat it up. Likewise, you can move the turret here, which is quite great. So we got 4 of each. Definitely, it's great to have them as part of your diorama. Yeah, quite nice having those. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the review. Hope you guys like it. If you got questions, let me know. But definitely, I would highly recommend getting the new Destroyah special color version. You know, it's one of those, if you already have the first one, it's an upgrade. Just having that better color, especially for the horn. I really like that. And plus you're getting the tanks. And as much as I hate recolors, it's one of those that it's fine to have a second figure of it. Yeah. Well, you can pass on that Destroyah actually is a collective of a lot of organisms. So technically you could have 2 Destroyahs in that matter, or you could have even more. Kind of like how the Shin Godzilla is, and there's a combination of multiple organisms. Yeah, anyways, that's about it. And so till then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.